Okay, Rob, come on. Resist temptation. Do not buy another Deportivo Alaves top. Come on. You've got enough already. I've got plenty. But I haven't got that white one. Quite nice. No. No more tops. This week's image is it looks like it's snowing here. It's all coming from the trees. So, what are we talking about this week? Well, unfortunately, we're going to be talking about racism. Really prefer not to be talking about this, but we've got to do it. And here is this week's question. Why does racism still exist? This week's image is a montage of photographs from the Show Racism the Red Card campaign that my friend Diego and I introduced into Spain at the beginning of the 1999 to 2000 football season on behalf of FAIR, a Europe-wide network that had been set up a few months earlier after a meeting of football supporters groups, football players' unions and football associations in Vienna, Austria. We kicked off the Tarjeta Roja al Racismo campaign in August, when, with SOS Racismo Álava and the Federation of Deportivo Alaves supporters groups, and with Premier League player Earl Barrett in attendance, we presented the Spanish language version of the original campaign's video here in Vitoria-Gasteiz. Further activities followed. We organised a Fans Against Racism march before the Alaves home game against Barcelona, with hundreds of fans from both clubs marching through the streets on their way to Mendizorroza. 2 months later, 10,000 red cards were handed out during the league game against Betis. The video was shown in schools, and it soon became apparent that teenagers urgently needed to receive a positive message against racism. The following season, Diego moved to Madrid and continued promoting the campaign, working with fans from both Rayo Vallecano and the basketball team Estudiantes. Why do I mention all this? Because almost a generation later, 23 years to be precise, frustratingly, racism is still a deep-seated problem, not only in football, but also in society in general. It's not only Real Madrid forward Vinicius Jr. who has been receiving abuse this season. Every weekend, black football players all across Spain's national and regional divisions are subject to monkey chants and the shouting of racial insults. In January, Alhama Club de Football fans racially abused Levante's Colombian striker Mayra Ramirez in a Copa de la Reina match. The referee halted the game for 3 minutes, and the Guardia Civil were forced to enter the pitch. In an interview last November with the sports website The Athletic, Athletic Bilbao's Iñaki Williams spoke about the racist abuse he has suffered, once in 2016 when playing at Sporting Gijón's El Molinón Stadium, and again when visiting Espanyol Stadium in January 2020. They were situations which were quite tense and very unpleasant. You would not wish that on anyone, he explained. But it shows that racism exists. There is a very small part of society which still doesn't understand that we are all humans, independent of your culture, sex, or the color of your skin. These situations cannot be tolerated. We have to give an example to kids and educate them to enjoy their team without caring about race, sex, or religion. Nobody is born racist, said Williams. It is something that you learn. If nobody is born a racist, What causes it? If you are surrounded by racist family members or friends when growing up, the chances are that you too will adopt racist behaviours. Over the centuries, some scientists have categorised humans into groups, with white Caucasians classified as superior and more intelligent. Both slavery and colonisation were justified by this belief that some races and cultures are inferior and need to be civilised. Government policies that have discriminated by race have sent a message that certain groups don't deserve equal treatment or opportunities, while at the same time perpetuating existing inequalities. When societies face difficulties, racial and religious minorities are often blamed. This scapegoating often leads to violence and repression and reinforces existing prejudice. What can we do to eradicate racism from our society? Education can only take us so far, as seen from the limited impact of some campaigns, such as Tarjeta Roja al Racismo. Only by challenging the root causes, as well as promoting equality and inclusivity, can we move towards a more just and equitable future. Changing society for the better is never easy, but nonetheless, we all have a moral duty to lead by example and to never give up. Let's chat about the pictures and those ideas. Number 1. Describe the pictures in as much detail as possible. Number 2. Have you ever witnessed racist behaviour at a sporting event or elsewhere? Number 3. How should players and clubs act in the case of racial abuse? And the governing bodies? Number 4. Did you receive any anti-racist education at school? Number 5. How have different people been discriminated throughout history in your country? And here's an activity for you. Write a list of different types of discrimination that exist in society. Describe measures we can take to tackle the problem in each case. Thank you for spending some of your valuable time here with me today. Have a great day, a great week, and a wonderful weekend. Bye.